Hello, muito bem-vindo, muito bem-vinda à aula número 166 do Inglês 365, que é o nosso curso de inglês 100% gratuito. Se você está nessa aula, você provavelmente entendeu a dinâmica do curso. Você sabe que nessa aula, que é uma aula de listening, nós tentamos manter ela 100% em inglês a partir da introdução da aula. Nós estamos falando sobre um texto do Engle Daily News sobre the World Cup. E na aula de hoje nós faremos o exercício de listening. Então você vai escutar eu lendo esse texto. E na sequência eu vou explicar o texto em inglês para vocês, fazer comentários, tentar explicar as coisas em outras palavras, mas tudo isso em inglês. Mas desde já eu já deixo a minha sugestão prática. Ouvir e repetir esse texto 2 vezes por dia durante essa semana. Isso te ajuda muito no processo de familiarização, de fixação das palavras e, consequentemente, do aprendizado de inglês. So let's go. Now let's keep that in English. The text says a short history of the FIFA World Cup. Every 4 years, soccer fans around the world come together for the sport's biggest event, the FIFA World Cup. But how did it start? Variations of soccer have been played for hundreds of years or more. But in 1863, the Football Association, or FA, was formed in London, England, and it created the game's first official rules. And so soccer, as we know it, was born. And the game's popularity spread. There came the need for an international soccer governing body. In 1904, FIFA, or Federation Internationale, the Football Association, was founded in Paris by soccer associations from 7 countries: Belgium, Denmark, France, the Netherlands, Spain, Sweden, and Switzerland. And in 1908, soccer was included as an official sport in the Olympic Games. At the time, it was the most prestigious soccer tournament in the world. Over the years, soccer associations from different parts of the world joined FIFA. And in the 1920s, Jules Rimet, then president of FIFA, thought of organizing an international soccer tournament outside of the Olympics. The first official World Cup was held in Uruguay in 1930 with 13 teams, 7 from South America, 4 from Europe, and 2 from North America. Uruguay was the winner. 21 World Cups have now been held in 17 countries. The tournament has been held every 4 years, except in 1942 and 1946, when it was canceled because of the World War II. Today, 32 teams take part in each World Cup. The 2022 Qatar World Cup, which begins on November 20, will be the first held in the Middle East, with 5 billion people expected to watch. That is crazy. So now let's talk about it a little bit. So starting with the title, it says, a short history of the FIFA World Cup. The word short, something little, brief, reduced. So a short history is a little history. It means a reduced version of the history of the FIFA World Cup. So the word short could be like little, brief, reduced, something that's not big, something that's short, short history. So let's say it's a short history of Brazil, short history of English. It all works in the same way. And it also says that every 4 years, soccer fans around the world come together for the sport's biggest event, the FIFA World Cup. But how did it start? Which means every 4 years is from 4 to 4 years. So, for example, the text says that the first one was in 1930, right? So since 1930, we had 1934, 38, 42, 46, 50, 54, 58, 62, 66, 70, 74, 78, 82, 86, and so on. And from 1930, it has been having World Cups every 4 years. So the soccer fans around the world come together to support the event. Just a curiosity for you to know, the word fan and fan, it could mean somebody that likes something very much, and also a machine that is a wind producer, something that's usually spinning around, blowing air, and producing wind. That's called fan as well. So they come together to celebrate the World Cup. And variations of soccer have been played for hundreds of years or more, which means maybe even longer than that. Which is crazy. Think about it. Different kinds of soccer variations have been played for hundreds of years. So people play soccer for hundreds of years. But, however, therefore, in 1863, something happened. The Football Association, or FA, was formed in London, which means there were variations of soccer, different soccers. So soccer could be played 8 people against 8 people, so 8 versus 8. The ball could be small, could be big. There was no offside, no cards. That was just a mess. So the Football Association organized the sport and created the game's first official rules. The first rules that were created to organize the sport, which is excellent. That's a great thing to have. And so soccer, as we know it, was born. So soccer started in 1863. Soccer, the soccer we know, the format we know today. Because before 1863, there were variations of soccer. But what we know today as soccer was born in 1863. And the game's popularity spread, there came the need for an international soccer governing body. So the game, the sport, got so big, it is spread around. More people started playing, watching, liking it. So this was in London, right? But there were people playing in Belgium, in Brazil, in Australia, in Africa. So people were playing soccer all over. The popularity spread, it means it became so popular, everybody was playing soccer. So there came the need for an international organization. And in 1904, FIFA, or the Federation International de Football Association, was founded in Paris by soccer associations from 7 countries: Belgium, Denmark, France, the Netherlands, Spain, Sweden, and Switzerland. Which is very interesting. Think about it. In 1863, this organization started. After about 42 years, FIFA was born. FIFA was founded. FIFA started to organize the sport internationally. So Belgium, England, France, Spain, all the countries would have the same rule, the same sport. And so soccer, as we know it, was born. And in 1908, soccer was included as an official sport in the Olympic Games. At the time, it was the most prestigious soccer tournament in the world. So it means that in 1904, FIFA began. In the next Olympic Games, they brought soccer into the competition. And at the time, it was the most prestigious or the most important soccer tournament in the world, which is impressive. That's amazing. And over the years, soccer associations from different parts of the world joined. So in the beginning, we had only 7 countries: Belgium, Denmark, France, the Netherlands, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland. But with time passing by, more teams, more people joined the association. And in the 1920s, the president of FIFA, his name was Jules Rimet, he had an idea. He was like, I think we should create a soccer tournament. So he thought of organizing an international soccer tournament outside of the Olympics, which is very interesting. The first official World Cup was held in Uruguay in 19 30, with 13 teams. 7 from South America, 4 from Europe, 2 from North America. Uruguay was the winner. So it was 13 teams. Today, there are 32 teams. Big difference, right? 21 World Cups have been held in 17 countries. The tournament has been held every 4 years, except 1942 and 1946, when it was canceled because of the World War II. So, from 1930 until today, 21 World Cups have been held. So, only 21 World Cups. And they happened in 17 countries. So 17 countries were the host, the country that received the World Cup. And the tournament has been held every 4 years. So every 4 years, the World Cup happens. And there are 2 exceptions in history. 1942 and 1946, when it was canceled because of the World War. So the World War is when people fight against each other. Nation fights nation. A group fights another. A lot of people die. It's not. I mean, it's worst thing you can think of. It's terrible. And today, 32 teams make part in each World Cup. The 2022 Qatar World Cup, which begins on November 20, will be the first held in the Middle East, with 5 billion people expected to watch. All right. So this is the text about the World Cup. I don't know if 5 billion people watched it, but the World Cup is always magic. It's always amazing. I hope you've enjoyed the text. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you need something, if you want to ask something, send a message. For you to practice, listen and repeat the audio 2 times a day during the week. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you so much. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.